And it's time for our first look at sports. We say a very good evening to Anne-Marie Burke.
Well, good evening to you, Lisa. Now, two fast bowlers and two batsmen stood out as West Indies held their first day of competitive cricket on the ongoing Sandals Tour of England. Craig Brathwaite's 11, they were dismissed at the end of day one of the three-day match for 275 after being asked to bat first by Jason Holder's 11 at Old Trafford. Now, the player everyone has an eye on, pacer Shannon Gabriel, took 3 for 32 to mark his return from ankle surgery. The Trinidadian looked well on the way to full fitness as he picked off opener John Campbell, Shamar Brooks and Shane Dowrich. Alzarri Joseph also caught the eye and finished with 4 for 60 as he wrapped up the tail. On the other side, Craig Brathwaite was solid as he accumulated 84 with 9 fours. He shared a century stand of 103 with Shea Hope, who had a stroke-filled 83 that included 11 fours. Now, Roston Chase added 37, Raymond Reefer 18, and Shamar Brooks 17. Day 2 starts at 6 a.m. Barbados time. Now, coach Roddy Eswick says he's particularly pleased with how the batsmen stepped up to the plate today, despite some being dismissed rather easily. However, after months of layoff in the game, he thought it was an all-around good performance by the team.
For me, it was a good day's cricket. The bat dominated for the first 2 sessions, and the bowlers came into their own at the end of the day, and it was heartening to see the bowlers still running in hard at 5:30. So that's a good sign for us. You know, obviously, like I said before, Shea and Craig got some runs under the belt. You know, Roston got a start. All in all, you know, they're playing against a good bowling attack. So to get 279, we're not going to grumble we're not going to grumble and be too disappointed. You would be happy if one of them had gone on to get 100, but these things happen in cricket.
Meanwhile, looking at the bowlers, Gabriel with 3 wickets and Joseph with 4 have shown that they're ready to be part of the pace attack. Eswick said Gabriel has shown to be extremely fit, and this has translated to the way he played on the opening day of this warm-up match. So too Joseph, who is really establishing a name for himself.
He's a very, very talented individual. He understands his game. He understands his role in the team. And if you look at the one-day games that he's played in the last year or so, he's been very, very good for us. So he's developing. He's 23, but he's had 3 years of international cricket behind him now. So we expect great things from him. And once he stays injury-free and he continues to work, and he's got Shannon Gabriel, Kemar Roach, Jason Holder, to pass on their experience on the field. You know, I'm in constant dialogue with him, and we have discussions all the time. And I think he will improve. We've got a lot of young bowlers from that under 19 in the region. There's about five of them here that was available for that 2016 World Cup. So it's not just about Alzarri Joseph, it's about a group of very young, exciting fast bowlers.
Veteran batsman Chris Gayle has opted out of the 2020 Caribbean Premier League a day before the players' draft is scheduled to take place. Reports are that Gayle communicated his decision yesterday to the St. Lucia Zouks, the franchise he was going to play for in this CPL, saying that he would not be available due to personal reasons. Gayle's decision has been confirmed by the Zouks franchise. It is understood that in his email, Gayle pointed out that due to the lockdown, he has not been able to meet his family and his young child who are in St. Kitts while he has been in Jamaica. He added that the needed break, he wanted to spend time with his young family. Now, Gayle signed up with the Zouks in April after contentious fallout with the Jamaica Tallawahs, where he had returned in 2019 for a second stint. The Zouks would have been the 3rd team Gayle has represented in the CPL after those 2 stints with the Tallawahs and one with the St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots. The tournament this year is scheduled to take place in Trinidad and Tobago from August 18th until September the 10th, subject to permission from the local government. Well, 7 more Pakistan cricketers have returned positive tests for COVID-19. This takes the total count to 10 ahead of their England tour. Yesterday, Shadab Khan, Hadir Ali and Haris Rayouf had tested positive. The new names on the list today are Kasif Bhatti, Mohammad Hasnain, Fakhar Zaman, Mohammad Rizwan, Mohammad Hafiz, Wahab Riaz, and Imran Khan. In addition, the Pakistan Cricket Board has announced one member from the player support personnel has also tested positive for the virus. According to the PCB CEO Wazim Khan, all 7 players who tested positive are, like the 3 who returned positive tests yesterday, asymptomatic. This means more than 1/3 of the 29-man squad the PCB announced for a 3-test, 3T20 tour of England are currently positive for COVID-19, and they will have to self-isolate for 14 days. Currently, the plans for the team to travel to England on June 28th do remain unchanged. Well, men's world number 1 Novak Djokovic has tested positive for coronavirus following a tennis exhibition event he organized in Croatia. He's now the 3rd player at that tournament to test positive for the virus.